and viewers. Groove is in your butt.
It is. Since when? Since when?
Well, the first such instance was in 1983, where someone invented the word groove. When they invented the word groove, it kind of morphed into the word groovy, which was kind of meant like cool nowadays.
Yeah, if you want to believe the mainstream fucking view of groove.
That's just what the Illuminati wants you to think.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was actually the Egyptians who grooved.
I was gonna keep going with that until someone stopped me. I'm glad someone did.
He didn't have it. He couldn't have.
He didn't have that much improvisation. Anyway, where we last left off with the last session, they pushed further into the asylum, heading into the more administrative offices. Fought one of the ratlings that seemed to have more stasis and more intelligence, who told them of the creature from their nightmares only comes out when the painter he calls goes to sleep. He doesn't know what's causing the fog or anything else about it, just that the creature that haunted your nightmares is here, but only during certain times. Then you pushed further into the main administrator offices, which you found the administrator expelling this purple glittery smoke into the room. You guys then took care of that, and then you found her journal, which Cabo has the handout, which I hope you went over.
Did you do your homework, Cavo?
Cabo, did you do your homework?
I'm reading it now.
You can't do the book report if you're reading it right before class. It just doesn't work.
And that's where we are.
We'll just wait for Cavo to finish reading it and then
Everyone stands around Big Hat and watches him read.
just stares at him.
Itchy's like, what does that word mean? What does that one mean? What does that one mean?
What are you doing, hat person?
What you doing, hat man?
He's reading. I'm gonna go stare out the window for a bit.
Though I would what I wouldn't give to be back in a damned mine right now.
We
Where
are.
you from?
We were put in this asylum
Never mind.
by Count Laos. We were put in this asylum by Count Laos, who gave the chief doctor a copy of a magical book. But they're not supposed to keep records of us.
Some count put us in here.
Yeah, in exchange for giving a certain book to the doctor.
Maybe that book is what broke hell. And made
Yeah, I
this
think it
place
is.
what it is.
Dwarf, can you roll a d6 for me?
Pull out that
'Cause it-
6D.
It has something to do with you looking out the window. So you looked out when you go to look out the window at the roiling fog, you could see like yellowish raindrops hitting the window. You look a little bit closer at each raindrop hitting it, and you swear you can see someone's face in each of the raindrops. When you can hear thunder rolling around the asylum, but it doesn't sound like thunder, but sounds like a chorus of people screaming. Luckily, you're inside, as the cacophony of the sound may have caused some ear damage.
Oh, great. Screaming rain.
Nope. Nope, no save. It's just what the current state of going outside is this screaming thunder rain.
What I wouldn't give to have it rain cats and dogs instead of people's faces.
Big Head, did you learn anything new, anything else from the notes that someone brought you here and committed you as amnesiacs in exchange for something?
Yeah, in exchange for offering their copy of The Chain of Knights, which is some magical book. It says that it'll take years of study to unravel it.
It seems like it already unraveled.
I wonder if they knew this was going to happen.
Probably not, or they wouldn't be dead.
I wonder what the extent of the fog is. Does it only encompass this area, this hospital? Could we escape it, possibly?
I don't know. We had that dream of us going through the fog.
Not just the dream of the fog, but when you looked around the paintings of this room, the charcoal sketches, the charcoal paintings of the city depicted matches the one that was in your nightmares. Seems like the city that stretches endlessly out into nothing, like an impossible-sized city.
Are we still on Middle Earth? Are we in one of the planes of hell?
I hope so. I get cold easy.
Does Pathfinder have planes of hell?
It does.
How do you know? You have freaking amnesia.
I'm a priest.
In wait, you can't even speak.
Wait, what are you saying?
I'm just sitting in a corner eating popcorn.
Big Hat, you can roll a religion to kind of check to see if any of this stuff matches up to any of your religious scriptures. So, Big Hat, to your memory, the creatures that are emerging and the condition of the outside world doesn't match any plane of hell that you've heard of or any religious demiplane. But the fog that was coming from the administrator, according to Corvid, matched that of the astral sea.
So somebody's asshole.
Everything falls
Astral.
into the sea eventually.
All right. Once you guys are ready, there is
Are we ready? Let's get out of here.
A door to the you have not been through yet.
Wait, is this a staircase next
It's
to
too
me?
late! Actually, I can't see through the door even though I opened it.
Oh, that might be an error on my part. Let me check real quick.
There's blackness through this door.
Yeah, it is an error on my
End
part.
this blackness.
Black, abyssal.
Let me fix it real quick.
Nothing but dark.
Oh, well, that was anticlimactic.
Interesting.
Go, I fixed it. Don't go too.
We're not gonna check the room for
Don't go
traps.
too fast. Hold on.
It's not a room, it's a hallway.
So you guys enter through these doors and come out into a hall. You can see that there is a door at the very end, as well as 4 other doors in this hallway. Give me just a second.
It's interesting that we know how doors work and stuff, even though we have amnesia.
You're not dumb. Your memories are gone, but you're recalling how to basic function as a human being or a dwarf.
I didn't remember my name.
Damn it, Hugan.
So, Itchy and Dwarf, actually everyone, could you roll perception for me?
No, I
I
can't.
listen and look around the room, and I smell something in the background. It might be itchy, though.
There it goes. I was gonna say my character sheet is not loading. Perception.
So, Big Hat, Corvid, and Itchy, from the end of the hall, you can hear what sounds like a trickling liquid coming from the door, and you can see this red liquid seeping from underneath the door. Then the door starts to bow forward, as if some massive pressure is being pushed up against it.
Oh Oh my god, it's
Everyone
like that
back up.
scene from that one movie that doesn't exist yet.
What did he say?
Itchy, you open the door up to the north, and you Oh, if you didn't mean to open the door.
Fuck it. I would have just seen that.
I can't hear you at all.
Oh, I said fuck it. I would have went for the first opening I saw, and this would make the most sense to get out of the way of the door. So open door.
Right, so
I
you
already saw what was in there. So
you open the door to
Richard Simmons.
the racks of cluttered with boxes and sprawling collections of haphazard junk fill this dusty storage room. You open the door and surprise a man holding like a table leg, all dressed in yellow, as he was sorting through the various different boxes up on the shelves.
Was this the door that was bowing out?
No,
Front door.
this one at the end. The man immediately readies his table leg, goes, "Hey, we got company. You, Xandaloo sees," and they both prepare themselves for combat.
There are actually several films depicting blood coming from an including
like the Titanic.
that cabin movie.
You know that movie that has a cabin in it? There's not many of those.
Evil Dead.
The Cabin in the Woods.
Who's laughing now?
I am missing. Corvid, I need your initiative.
I'm working on it.
I need to freaking put a macro out here so I don't have to keep opening my sheet for these.
I mean, you normally do macros, just this time you haven't. All right, so Itchy, from the top, from around the corner of boxes, you can hear what sounds like items being put to the floor in a heavy wooden object being picked up. As the other apostle in Orpiment grabs his weapon and prepares for you to come in. This one over here is going to take a random object from one of the shelves and throw it at Itchy. No, he isn't. And then he's going to back up further into the room. Big Hat, you're up.
A move. Sure, there's nowhere for me to see him, so I'll move to right here, and if one of them comes up to the door, I'll shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay.
Remember, the bowing door full of blood is going to come at you.
Corvid's up. Yeah, you guys share initiative. It doesn't. You guys do not. You don't have to pick one before the other.
I'm gonna move my icon so I could move Hugin, and Hugin's gonna fly in.
Okay.
So Hugin's here. Okay. So now I see these things. Can I? What are they?
They're men dressed in all yellow, wielding blunt instruments for weapons. You've seen one of them before. One of the men that were chained up in the room with the ghoul was dressed in similar fashion. You recognize them as the Apostles in Orpiment, which is part of Xandalus's cult that he garnered to then cause the riot.
Okay. Let me just check my. Okay. I'm gonna do mage armor for the day.
All right.
Since I can't really do anything back here, I gotta wait for everyone to shuffle in.
Make sure you take those things off your spell list when you're done, just like the X on the spell, because you used it for the day.
Okay. I can't really move anywhere, so I'll move up here, and that's the end of his turn.
Okay.
And I don't think Hugin could even reach there.
He has moved so far 20 feet
So
of his 30 feet of fly.
So we'll We'll move him to this side of the room.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
Dwarf, you're up.
Everyone shuffle in.
I immediately rush in to kill anything in my way.
I can. That's a. Can't. There you go.
So I point at the two and I yell at them, "What in the hell do you think you're doing? We're all trapped in hell."
You see the man's eyes are like wider and like bloodshot, like he hasn't been sleeping. The man appears crazed to you.
I keep forgetting I'm an ugly dwarf, not a very intimidating one. It's like if that dude that played Willow came up and started to fucking tell you to fuck off. He'd laugh at it.
Sorry, do a check. Actually, yeah, you've caused him to be shaken by your words. You can see his body like tense up as your something got to him. Itchy, you're up.
You throw leg at me, I have my own monkey shine.
Oh, that says a 20 on there. That was your to confirm. That will hit for 8. Alright, so Big Hat and Corvid. The door at the end can no longer hold whatever torrent is coming through. The door busts open and a sea of thick red comes rushing into the hallway at high speeds. You and Corvid need to roll a reflex save.
Thick Red was my nickname in high school because I was fat.
I see the danger ahead, and I jump.
That's my nickname now, by the way. Because, I'm Coyote.
Yes.
Jesus. Or whatever.
Oh, sorry. It
it
is not a reflex save. I have to roll something else first.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, you just saved my horrible.
Never mind. You're both going to get hit by it. So you guys attempt to move out of the way, but it's coming on too fast, and you were both caught up in the wave. I need you both to roll a fortitude save as you guys are both shoved all the way back against this wall and into this room. Yep, you guys are shoved all the way back, and you both fail. You both don't feel so good.
You both rolled the same, just backwards.
Something feels off. Your skin feels itchy, and your body starts to feel warm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
I hope
Yeah,
you didn't
isn't
catch the disco fever.
All right, it's these guys' turn.
Dancing furiously.
This guy's gonna move back over here, away from Dwarf. This guy over here, after being hit, he grabs his weapon, which is a table leg, but it's called a crowbar and a sheet, and swings at Itchy. It grazes off of your armor, nearly breaking the tool he has for attacking. Big Hat, you're currently knocked prone.
Alright, I'm gonna stand up. And that's what, half my move?
That's a movement action.
Oh.
He can move
I guess-
again, but he can spend his action to double move.
Yeah, I guess I'll do that.
Oh, also, you notice the door at the end of the hallway is closed again.
It's like a flume ride.
Something on the other side. Summon
And I
that
guess
liquid.
that's my turn.
All right, Corvid, you and Hugin's turn.
So I'm knocked prone. Can I, what am I poisoned with? Am I poisoned at all?
You
I
don't.
feel
You
weird.
you need to do some heal checks after to identify what's causing the irritation and the fever.
After the battle?
I mean, you can now, but it takes time.
Oh, I can't just roll medicine.
You would need time to investigate. So you can roll medicine, but you will have to roll you would have to spend, I believe it's a minute.
Yeah.
10 minutes?
Okay. I'm gonna forget that. Who cares if my skin's crawling? And I stand up.
Alright, you're standing.
And I guess I'll move back in the hallway.
Alright.
And that's the end of Corvid's turn. And Hugin flies up to one of the guys in the north, making bird noises and being loud as always. And he does Wing Buffet.
You'll hit for 3.
What the hell?
Alright, Dwarf, you're up.
Dwarf runs around the corner and gives him le shop.
Yep, it'll hit him.
Take that, you looting bastard.
Words fail! Itchy's up.
Can I get a basic heal on this dude? You know, just a...
Oh yeah, you can roll heal to check the how hurt he is.
No, I can't.
You have no idea.
Wow, he looks perfectly fine. Let's slap him.
Yeah, human anatomy confuses you.
I thought I rolled that one for a damn.
Yep, you trying to study his injuries and you swing at him, being distracted and miss.
I should have moved first. Son of a bitch.
Corbett, the end of the hallway, you can start seeing the red liquid begin trickling under the door again. He's going to the apostle that you scared. The shaken status is gone. It only lasts for 1 round. So he swings his crowbar at Dwarf. It clearly misses. It gets deflected off of his... I didn't even know what weapon you're using.
Scimitar.
Your scimitar easily deflects the chair leg. He's got nowhere to go. This guy, being cornered, with no option, and I'd rather not go back as a failure, swings at Itchy. And also can't hit him. They're feeble. You just stand there as he just wails on you, and it doesn't even hurt, doesn't even itch. Big Hat, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot at the one by Dwarf.
Okay. Your arrow hits the shelf full of items, shattering someone's carefully put together ashtray that they were going to give to their mom.
How could you?
It says, "I love being alive." Oh, did you want to do anything else?
I'm gonna reload as my movement action, and then that'll be my turn.
All right, Corbin, the door is going to open again if you do not get out of the hallway.
Can I cast Acid Splash on the door?
To open it faster? Sure.
Well, to break it.
Well, if you break the door, it's only going to let the thing in.
Yes, but if we try to go through this hallway again, it's going to
You
happen
can always just
again.
get out of the hallway to avoid being hit by the hallway.
Fine, so I scurry out of the
I
hallway.
am just trying to prevent you from wasting your turn of throwing things at the door that doesn't mean anything. Especially since the door exploded with blood everywhere, and then 1 round later, the door is back to where it was. Do you actually close the door?
Yes, I do close the door.
All right, that's an action.
Okay, then it is Hugin's turn.
Yep, sure is.
And he gives him the slap. Oh,
Oh, the second one hits. Remember, oh wait, you could do 2 claws also, because it's a full round attack. He gets, that's 2 wing buffets, being you have claws and wings.
so wait, I could do...
There. Because if Hugin gets a full round action, he gets all of his attacks.
Okay.
This is why the Eidolons are called blenders. That's a total of 5 damage, which puts him into a staggered state. All right, dwarf, you're up.
I finish this jerk off.
Don't say it like that. You don't know what he does. No, he manages to dodge at last second.
I look at him and narrow my eyes and go, next time.
He goes, Itchy, you're up. This guy is pretty much on death's door.
I tell him, you are calling out to your god, now meet mine.
What did he say? Blap!
Necrotic damage too, so, just suck the life out of him there.
Yep, he turns into dust. So, dwarf, you see Itchy reach out with his hand. He grabs onto the guy and basically channels some necrotic energies into him and turns the man into dust.
Didn't say I was a good priest.
You still have the rest of your turn.
Oh, I forgot we still had a person.
Yeah, there's that guy still up there.
Well, he just gonna get a one of... Throw the bird at him. Fuck it. I'll take it.
Alright, he's gonna try to hit you as you go by. Nope, ain't happening.
Skinny box.
This guy, being surrounded, is now gonna attempt to... He's going to do a full retreat. Actually, you can 5-foot step, then full retreat. Then he's gonna full, which means Hugin's gonna get hit on him. Hugin?
Oh, you can...
Hugin can do a claw.
Oh, he rolls a 1. So draw a card. Yep.
Chicken.
Let's see, natural attack. That tastes awful. Nope, it's not a bite attack. You're fine. Big Hat, you're up. The man it looks like he's attempting to run as he is clearly outnumbered.
Hit him with your hat like that one guy from the James Bond movie.
Or Mortal Kombat. Or all other hat-related melees. All hat-related violence. This man was hostile to you when you came in.
I'm
And
gonna hold
he's
my
not-
action.
Okay.
If he tries to leave the room, I might. I don't know. I don't want to kill the guy that's retreating. Yeah, I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay. Corvid.
You know what? I'm gonna cast Daze on this guy. I think we should at least try to
Question
get
him,
information
right?
out of him.
Yeah.
So I cast Daze, and I flash his eyes.
You.
Okay, cool. He's stuck there.
No, I haven't rolled yet. Yep. He has lost his turn. He's not
what would
stunned, he just loses his turn.
Can Hugin roll something to knock him down? Or
You
to
can
restrain him?
you can convert your attacks into non-lethal, but is a -4 to hit with a non-lethal weapon, or with a weapon that doesn't do non-lethal.
Well, would Wing Buffet have a negative? Because it doesn't have to be lethal.
So it is a minus, yes, because he does not have non-lethal weapons.
I was remembering something from a different game. It was my mistake.
Yeah, in this one, unless the weapon specifically says it does non-lethal, it will do lethal damage at a minus. And then if you want to convert it to non-lethal, it is a -4 to hit.
Okay, we'll do non-lethal for his Wing Buffet.
You
and
can-
his claw.
Yeah, you can do all the attacks because it's a full round action for him. The second one will do damage.
Haha.
And the next two do nothing. And now it's you. Oh no, that's it for you.
Yep.
Dwarf, you're up. He is dazed. It's hard. It's a -2 to hit.
Well, he can get the grapple.
No, I thought it was for -4. No, it's strength. Oh no, it's combat maneuver. The CMB. Yes. Versus his CMD, that is not enough.
Yeah, that isn't enough, even for me to feel good about that.
Oops, too far. Itchy, you're up. You see everyone in here is trying to either restrain him or to knock him out.
I was just making sure that I actually could make natural weapons non-lethal, and yes, I can.
Yep, you could basically backhand him with your claws.
Just don't have the claws out. Just slap his ass.
Are your claws retractable? I didn't know hyenas could do that. So you punch him instead of claw him. Oh, you can't attack through a bookshelf. You might want to try repositioning.
Wait. I was there, right?
You are one more up.
Okay.
He cannot attack of opportunity because he is dazed.
Okay, yeah, I'm good. Alright, and I guess for whatever I guess headbutt his ass. I need a headbutt attack.
Any natural attack, it doesn't have to be claws. You can flip it however you want.
Headbutt attack.
Alright, that will miss.
An 18?
It's a -4 to hit.
Oh, that's right.
You attempt to headbutt him. Still feeling dizzy from headbutting the wall earlier. Or from headbutting the wall for no reason.
I've headbutted a few things.
Instead, you headbutt the bookshelf, knocking a couple things on the ground. Alright, he is dazed. Big Hat, you're up.
I'm not very strong, so I'm not gonna try to restrain him. Is he restrained? Did Dwarf restrain him?
No, he failed his grapple.
And just let him run down the blood hallway.
I'm gonna move to here and try to take his weapon away. What?
It is a disarm. It is a CMB. Yep, CMB is in boy. It's a combat maneuver bonus. That fails. So when you're doing things that are not attacking or spells like pushing, bull rushing, things like that, it's a combat maneuver check, which uses your strength bonus against their combat maneuver defense. Corvid, you and Hugin.
Okay. And I look at him, and I'm going to try to use message to reason with him.
Okay.
Surrender, and we won't harm you.
Your voice reaches out to him, and you receive a response of just rambling nonsense. Whatever is in this man's mind is completely scrambled by something.
Huh.
The
I happen to know what's scrambling his mind.
Insanity of some kind. The only words you're able to pull out is words fail, Xandaloo sees.
I don't think we could save this one. And I let the team know. He is long gone. And that's the end of his turn. We'll do Hugin. And try to knock this guy out.
All of those miss.
Okay, well, never mind. That's the end of my everything. So, I guess we should just finish him off.
Dwarf, you hear Corvid saying his mind is gone. There's nothing there.
He dies. Put him out of his misery.
Flanking with Big Hat.
Next time.
Nope, that hits him.
This time.
Flanking is a -4 to their AC, just a flat. It's not a dex loss like any other version, it's just a straight up -4.
Does it count as flanking? Because that bookshelf seems to be in the way.
Yeah, you're right. So no, that just misses.
I'll accept that.
Yes, there is a bookshelf between Big Hat and the Apostle. Itchy, you're up. You can flank with Hugin by taking a 5-foot step. Hugin, you can flank with the Eidolon.
Alright. Well, in that case, let's blap him.
You're gonna blap him?
I'm gonna give him the blabbers.
Yep, that will blap him. He falls unconscious because of the non-lethal damage he had already taken.
We knocked him out on
Maybe-
accident.
Maybe we should throw him in the hallway so the blood will get him and rush.
And just flush him down.
For, insurance reasons, the blood will kill him, not us.
I was just
Yeah.
gonna stuff him into one of these boxes.
Yeah, so he falls unconscious as you he hits him hard enough and he can no longer stand. He falls over.
So I inquire Big Hat and Corvid as to what just happened in the hallway while we were distracted.
Oh yeah, they're completely covered in blood, like absolutely soaked.
What happened to you two in that hallway? We saw the door going.
You could also see where the blood is touching their skin has become irritated and almost like breaking out in hives. And you can see them sweating more than usual.
This is just my skin routine, I promise.
Can I do a heal check to see what's wrong with me?
Yes, you can.
I don't know. They're itchy.
Based on your knowledge of diseases, you and Corvid have contracted filth fever. Filth fever does dex and con damage over the span of 3 days, needing two successful fortitude saves in a row in order to get rid of it.
Don't we have a potion of cure?
Nope. You have antitoxins, but this isn't a poison.
Yeah, that's for poison specifically.
There is
Roll fortitude.
at the beginning of each rest, you have to make a new save. If you save, it goes towards getting rid of it, and it does not affect you. If you don't, you take dex and con damage, and the timer resets.
Remember, resistance
Damn.
is a cantrip.
Yes, you can cast resistance to give you a +1 on your saves. There is also the skill called, I believe it's provide first aid. No, not that one. It's treat disease. It is a heal skill check. It takes 10 minutes to do. It gives you a +4 to save against the disease when it's time to roll.
But can you do that on yourself, or does someone have to do it on you?
You can do it on yourself.
Oh, okay.
And these are done basically once per day when you do your check to resist disease. You can do the treat disease to get a +4. You can give resistance to give a +5.
Okay.
It is doable to save, and the DC isn't very high.
So what in that room is causing, filth blood to...
Roll religion.
Oh. And I recall something in that room is really smelly.
By the way that it almost like rewinds time to before the door burst open, you can suspect that it is a haunt of some kind. Haunts usually need to be the origin of the haunt usually needs to be located in order to disperse a haunt. You don't believe that the door itself is the haunt, but a symptom of it.
We have that thing. What was it?
One of the incenses prevents spirits and haunts from infecting a 10-foot radius.
But who has it? Is the question.
You know, that
Anything
was,
good in the looter boxes?
So you look around this room and you can see that this is a personal effects room. The items claimed by the residents or the patients are all stored here. You can see that some of the two cultists were looking through here to try to attempt to find something. By the state of the room, they weren't able to find what they were looking for and left it a mess. You do see that the going through the effects of this room. Where is it? There's stuff in here. I know there is. Ah, there it is. You can see that most of the valuables in this room have been taken, but you can see that there are 2 vials stuffed in somebody's shoe, almost like to hide it from the people operating the asylum. One of them is like this silvery, almost mercury look, and the other one is a glowing light blue vial.
Turn around to the group. Anybody know what these are?
What would it take to identify them?
Spellcraft or craft alchemy.
By the way, can I use spellcraft right now to see what that red liquid I got in the past was?
What was it?
There was like a mysterious red liquid.
No, you already did a spellcraft check and you failed to identify.
Damn it.
So one of these is called Itchy, recognizing the silver. Both of them actually. One of them is called Silver Sheen. Now he speaks Abyssal, which 2 other people in his party do. Silver Sheen basically grants, replaces the whatever property of the weapon with silver for 1 hour or 20 units of ammunition. Silver for the point of bypassing DR. It lasts 1 hour on a weapon, but it lasts 20 units of ammunition, which doesn't have a timer. Yes, you can. So yeah, Silver Sheen is basically a paste-like substance you can apply to weapons to give it the silver property for bypassing.
Well, who wants these? What's the other one?
The other one is called Oil of Aligned Weapon. Oil of Aligned Weapon basically casts the Aligned Weapon spell on a weapon, which grants it chaotic, evil, good, lawful for purposes of bypassing DR.
I get all of that
Permanent?
automatically.
It casts the spell of it, which lasts lasts for 1 minute.
No. Anybody want these?
Like I said, I get this automatically in a little while, so I wouldn't need them.
Well, you can still have them on you.
I can if no one else needs them now.
I figured one of the archers could use it.
Just put it in the party loot for now, I guess. Until someone wants it.
That was actually what I was gonna say. We don't have party loot. Oh wait, yeah we do. I lied.
You've had this. You've had it the whole time.
The whole
Can you cut and
time.
paste them there?
And the funny thing is, we had more loot that should be in there.
Sure did, and you didn't put any of it down.
I've got it.
Okay, good.
I take notes. I like all the stuff from last week that we still need to decide what.
You do have the biggest hat.
All right, I've added those 2 items, Cavo, if you want to add the other stuff to the group loot that was forgotten about, because it's somewhere in the chat up in the history.
So me and Hugh can go to the door. We need to negate this haunting. Who has the item for it?
The incense that prevents a haunting only lasts 10 minutes.
But we can make it through the door.
You can also make it to the door if you go quick, because it does take 2 rounds for the door to open.
Okay, well,
There is
I
another
will
door on the other
prepare.
side though.
Corbett has Mage Hand. He
Yeah.
can open doors without having to go in the hallway.
There you go.
I turn the corner and I see the door. As Itchy points out, scratching his butt. And I'll use Mage Hand to open it. And I sort of fling my hand to the side and the door opens.
Across the hall, you can see what is left of a spiral staircase going up to the second floor, completely collapsed entirely.
Huh.
As you open the door, like some of the rubble spills out into the hallway, now keeping the door from closing.
Sorry, that was just, I had to do it.
All right, and from your position, Corvid, you can see that there is another door that way. You can see the door in the hallway, Itchy, is closed again with nothing coming through the door. Seems like whatever's activating the haunt requires you to be in the hall.
So something in the hallway is causing it?
Throw the crazy guy, and I grab the crazy guy and throw him out in the hallway and see if it works. Since he's not technically dead, I toss him out there.
This could kill him.
Yeah, I don't care.
His mind is lost. It would be better.
We have to get through that door for some reason, so this is how I do it. I throw his body out there in the hallway.
Sorry, you can't, I would not allow this one since you are good. This is basically murder.
Okay.
But I wouldn't remember that I'm good.
He's unconscious, and I'm not. No, that should be murder.
And so I send Hugin out into the hallway
Okay.
because Hugin is fine. And since I could see the other door, I lean forward, looking through Hugin's eyes, and I use Mage Hand again.
Yeah, you can do that. You have line of sight through Hugin because you guys share senses.
And I fling the door open without even having to see it.
You fling the door open, and you can see a couple of papers like float out into the hallway, as if from inside someone has pushed stuff out. Then the door suddenly closes. From the inside, you can see the door being pushed closed again. Hugin needs to get out of the hallway because the door is starting to leak again.
That's why you put him out there. Go open up the bloody door.
Corvid, the door's leaking.
So I send Hugin into the staircase.
Flies into what's left of the staircase as the river of blood streams right past the door. Thankfully, not actually like almost like a barrier, like a glass window. The door, the blood does not move through the open doors that you have opened, but only the hallway. And then it is sucked back in like a vacuum, and the door closes once again.
I make a break for it, run in, kick the door open.
You attempt to kick the door and find it sturdy. The door is locked.
I change my mind, run back in the room. I don't even think a headbutt would open that 1H8.
Oh, I have a magic effect for this.
Hugin saw the door at the end of the hallway close. I assume whatever is haunting the hallway, the source is in there. We should attempt to destroy the door.
Can't we just go through it? It was opened.
You would have to find a way to push through the torrent that is pushing back against you, with the risk of being hurt.
No, I meant the door directly south of
Oh,
me.
yeah. As long as you just bail your way through.
If you open that door with your mage hand, I'll charge through.
All right.
Like I assume a dwarf would do.
I go to the other end of the room and I use Mage Hand. And it flings the door open.
And then Dwarf immediately charges through. And I want you to roll a C and B, because you immediately collide with another apostle who's in this room, and you push him back into the bookshelf, knocking him prone, as he wasn't expecting you to come charging through. And roll for initiative. So yeah,
Here's Johnny.
come running through and just, you see him for a flash of someone in front of you. Don't even think about it. Put your shoulder down and just slam into him, knocking him backward.
I'd like people to appreciate the line from The Shining there.
So that thing is haunting the hallway. And yes, The Shining.
Who am I missing? Nope, that's everyone. Corvid, you're first. Yeah, he actually rolled last.
Huh. Well, I can see this new enemy, this Apollo.
Can you? Yeah, you probably can. Yeah, you can see he's been knocked prone, slammed against the racks of what looks like wooden filing cabinets. Papers strewn out on the floor underneath Dwarf. Looks like you may have found the records room.
I'm gonna cast Daze on him.
All right. Yep, he is dazed.
And Hugin flies in from all the way in the other room. Actually, let me see how much movement it is.
You can perform an action called double move, which basically sacrifices your action in order to get another movement. There you go.
Can he still fight after 30
Yeah,
feet?
30 feet of movement. He's only used his movement.
Okay, so I'll use Claw.
Get to draw another card. Hugin's on fire. Natural attack. Punctured foot. You take 1d3 points of damage and your speed is halved until healed. Alright, so roll for 1d3 points of damage because you broke a claw. And you're slowed. 1d3. You take 1 damage. And you now only move 15 feet of both movement and fly.
So Hugin stubbed his toe.
Itchy, you watched a bird stub his toe, and you've never seen anything like that before.
I don't believe in birds.
The birds are part of the Illuminati.
Their government spy program.
They are hell spies.
They're NKVD soldiers.
Would I be able to go just straight?
No, there are 2 walls in the way.
So
Well, yes, because those are kind of supposed to
yeah,
be doors.
they're like in. Yeah, this is like in between 2 blocks.
Yeah, go for it. It's okay. I can say you can squeeze through.
Well, hi there. Oh, son of a bitch.
Oh, it's a card.
This guy's bad luck.
2 in a row.
What the hell?
Oh, damn.
Overthink it. Your target's armor and natural armor bonuses are doubled for you for 3 rounds.
Alright, good luck, everybody else.
He gets a shield against you for 3 rounds.
Yeah, that means you're gonna have to rest.
Natural armor. Did it say natural armor in armor? Just armor? Yeah, his target's armor and natural. Oh, yeah, there's no. You would need a natural 20 to hit him from now on. Big Hat, you're up. You can still rescue him with
Into this
grapples.
hallway, and then I'm gonna shoot over Dwarf's shoulder and try to hit.
All right. Before you shoot, a creature that is prone gets a +4 to their AC against ranged attacks.
Oh well.
You might want to save your arrow because it would be a very difficult shot.
Yeah, I guess I'll. Can I hold my action till he stands up?
Sure. You would just need to move back to the room you were in. You can shoot him from there, so you can, because holding your action costs your current turn to wait. So basically, you move through the initiative order until your action activates.
Okay.
All right, Dwarf, you're up. He is both prone and dazed.
Well, I'm going to give him the WWE and grapple him and hold him in place.
All right, you just gotta succeed one thing, and I'll count him as pinned. Yep, and there he is. He is pinned and restrained. And I'm gonna just call that the end of combat. It's up to you what you guys want to do with him after.
Throw him
'Cause
in
he-
the
Look
hole.
at Big Hat, and I go, any ideas?
Yeah, he is no longer able to combat because that's it.
We could just take his weapon and throw him away. let him run away. Ask him to go open that door at the end of the hallway.
Put this on him. He is restrained.
Someone tie him up so I don't have to.
You guys find enough materials to basically bind him. You can rip off pieces of his clothing to tie his hands and his feet. He screams.
Skyrim mods that go like this.
He screams at in common. Xandaloo sees. Words fail.
What the fuck is he saying?
Where's Big Hat?
Big Hat still holding his action.
Shoot him as soon as he stands up.
He stands up. Pew! What are you there for? That was the hold action. Let me get you out of the hallway there. Well, you have this man who, based on... Oh, I need to read the room.
Search the room while
So-
Eric is tied up and Big Hat interrogates.
The handles of dozens of drawers frown from the faces of numerous matching cabinets. Many of the drawers are open with their contents volumes worth of stray parchments blanket the floor.
Do we happen to spot anything of note?
Roll perception. If you want to look through the records.
Oh.
So you look through the records here, and you find some information on some of the patients in the survivors camp. You also find some records of note, as one of them says has the name Marcellus Caecina. Is that your name? Is that the name you picked?
Perhaps, yes.
Marcellus?
Marcellus Caecina.
So you see
Caecina.
So you see that name, and you see a brown-haired man, possible. I forgot what your species is. Azamar claims. It says amnesiac claims to have imaginary friend named Hugin, and you suddenly immediately snaps to you that this is describing you. You remember your name.
And I let the group know.
Yeah,
I
so
have found these documents.
So your name now changes to your actual name because you remember it. Another one you find is it describes as Undine, possible from water planes. Amnesiac claims to be an investigator, saying he's working on big case. Skin color blue, yellow eyes, hair blue. And you see the name written on there is Farron. Farron, you remember your name.
And I hand Big Hat the documents. I am not Corvus. I am Marcellus.
And the next one you find says dwarf, red hair, possible former blacksmith, ? Admitted for amnesia. The name on that one is Risen Hammerthrow. Risen, do you remember your name?
I'm a raisin.
And last is the obvious one. It says Noel.
And it's Risen, not Risen.
Risen. The last one is Noel. Not sure how he got to. It's basically not sure how it got to. Will you stop it? He's singing while I'm trying to talk to him. So the last one, its description is that of a Noel. Origins ? Submitted for amnesia, or admitted for amnesia. His name is Itchy. Itchy, coincidentally, you have the same name you had already given yourself.
Oh.
But now you remember that it is your name.
Oh no, wait. Look at the accent over the Y. It's Itchy.
It's a. What you also recognize is that each one of the signatures of it to sign for Guardian to admit is the same name on all of them as Lau's with his signature.
Wait, who is Lao?
Lau's?
Lao's?
Ask Farron.
Count Laos, he's the one. He's like the patron of this place, and he's something of an amateur psychologist, I guess. But going off the letter or the note we found,
Why were we here?
he said
He was the one who sold us.
we worked for him, and then we all developed amnesia. It doesn't say how or why, and that he gave a magical book to the doctor in exchange for keeping us and not keeping records about it. I'm surprised we even found records.
My God, someone shut up that drum. He's talking.
I assume he is the main instrument in this whole place's hellish, takeover. He's the reason for the fog, for all the monsters.
You're putting a lot of blame on a person you don't even remember. Just the name is connecting you all together.
Well, he sold us for a book. I can't wait to get my hands around that man's neck.
Revenge.
There is also another door over here.
And I look at it and open it with Mage Hand.
Give it the old mage high five.
You open the door and you find what appears to be almost like a special place for additional records, separated from your standard admittance for the asylum. That these ones seem to have a more supernatural record to them. You can look through them and you can see records of unexplained events and brutal dramas through some of the patients' documents here. You see a dreary painting in the back, pushed up against the back wall. It seems out of place in here.
Is there something magical going on in this room?
Roll detect magic.
Wait, wrong one. Hold up.
That is definitely not the right one. It is a cantrip. I think he doesn't have detect magic because you guys basically have it covered. It's a cantrip, so it's not costly.
Frickin' loser.
I don't. Listen,
Read
I'm a
magic,
summoner.
right?
That's not the right one either. Farron, you have detect magic, right?
I do.
Okay. When you cast detect magic, enchantment type magic is coming from the other side of this painting. You also, while looking through here, find a tiny lockbox pushed underneath one of the cabinets. It is locked.
Can we use magic to open it?
You send your mage hand to the wall, but the mage hand has no idea what to look for. Attempts to pull on the painting and nothing happens. It's almost like it's affixed to the wall.
Can we move it like a lever?
You gotta find the lever.
Oh.
If you think that it's there's something behind it, you gotta find a mechanism to open said thing.
Is there something specific that I have to roll to find it?
What you roll to look for? Everything. Perception is pretty much, if you're looking for something, it's all looking, smelling, listening. Give him guidance. You look through and you feel your hands around the sides of the painting, and you find a small little latch on the right side of the painting. You flip it, and the wall detaches from the corner, and it's going to push us out just a little bit. You push it open and you find
Push it open. No.
that there is a separate room back here. You find not only another shelf full of more documents, but a single short sword lying on a propped up little display case in the center.
Guys, you might want to come look at this. And Hugin flies in.
You can't go completely in, as the rest of the room is completely collapsed in, but this tiny little section has managed to remain free of debris due to the record shelf holding up the remnants of the ceiling.
Wait, but Hugin's teeny tiny.
It doesn't matter.
I'll keep an eye on this jerk.
Damn it.
Farron, did we lose you?
No.
Cavo,
Sorry, what's up?
did you miss everything?
My kids were being dramatic.
I can hear it.
Yeah, sorry, they were yelling at each other.
That's why you throw them in the corner. Don't worry, it's warm in the corner. It's always 90 degrees. Marcellus found a secret wall behind the painting and opened up to find another shelf of documents, a sword propped up in a display case, and a lockbox with that is locked.
Do I detect anything that's magic?
Yes,
from that?
the sword is giving off a magical energy of enchantment.
Marcellus, can you identify what this sword is?
Did you say sword?
You can roll Arcana to identify what kind of magic it is, and then Spellcraft to determine what it's doing. So it is enchantment. It is enchantment magic. Spellcraft reveals that it is a +2 short sword.
Oh my. I could really use one of those if we're rolling for it.
No, I'll bow out of that. I don't use melee.
And mine are claws, so.
I turn to Ryzen, and I hold the sword out. My hands are touching because it's a short sword.
Oh, thank you.
Alright, so you'll add short sword to your character sheet and then give it a +2 to hit and +2 damage. Other than that is the lockbox you found and this somewhat secret stash of records back here. What do you want to do?
Does the lock require a key?
It is locked.
Yeah, but it's not locked with magic.
No, there is a lock on it. The box has a lock built into the box. It is currently
Maybe you
locked.
should check if one of the people we restrained has the key.
Farron already has a set of keys.
Yeah, I can try the different keys that we have.
Probably just
See
smash
if one
it
of
open.
them opens it.
You sort through the keys that you have and you find one that does fit. You open it up and you find 40 gold pieces, 6 pearls, and a calling card. You pull up this calling card. On the front, it says Thrushmore Offices of the Sleepless Detective Agency. You flip it over, and there's an image of an accusatory eye staring back at you.
Wait, I was an investigator.
No, you weren't.
What? I thought I was investigating.
No.
Oh, okay. Whose story was that then?
No one's. So, Farron, you see this card, and it's like, why would this card be stashed in a lockbox? And who is this agency? Oh, also, on the scabbard of the +2 short sword, the name Red Destiny is etched into it in fancy writing. Plus, did you get all the other stuff in there? The 40 gold pieces, the 6 pearls, red, and then Destiny. Marcellus, you look. Do you want to look through the other record shelf, or do you want Farron to do it? I'm gonna.
Closer to the shelf.
It doesn't matter.
closer to
It's
the
just
shelf?
if you want to read or not.
I suppose I'll read. Perception.
No, you just look through it, and you find some hidden documents. Most of them in a burnt state or destroyed by the rubble, but one you squeeze out, and you realize it's Ulver Zandalus's file.
Oh,
And I am going to
so
give you this document. It should be called Handout 2, if you want to read over it.
Is there any way that we can look at it too?
Sure, I can give it to everybody.
And so
Yeah,
I
when he's
read
done
this
reading.
and hand it over to the group.
It's handled. I'll also do that with the other one. I'll put this one for everyone to look at too, if they want to.
Would everyone like me to read it out loud?
Go for it.
And this is a transcript by the looks of it. So it says patient record, Ulvid
Zandalus.
Zandalus, male, Varisian descent, approximate age 47, home suspected to be Rosenport, Vetsex County. Committed to Sarinth 46B5. I assume that's his number that.
That's the date. The second day of the month of Saren in year 4685. So it looks like he's been here a while, because I believe it's 4695 right now. So he's been at this asylum for 10 years.
Okay, so he's a frequent visitor. Circumstances transferred from Ferramin.
Rasmin Layman. I can read it for you if you want to. Do you want to keep reading? Do you want me to do it?
Well, in Rosenport, the attending doctor is Elige Rosandro.
Lysandro. That was the name of the administrator that you found with clouds coming out of her mouth. That is her name.
So she is the current main
Was,
doctor?
as she is dead. She was the administrator.
She was the one that got the book, right?
Farron, is that true? Nope, we lost Cavo. Yes.
Sorry, I was reading. What'd you say?
The Elige Lysandro, that was, Marcellus is asking if that was the one who did the trade for you. You did find her journal in the administrative offices, so you're assuming yes.
Yeah, I think so. It doesn't say specifically who the doctor that wrote the letter I have.
That was her journal.
Oh, okay. Then,
So yes.
Okay, so that's her. And it says Zandalus exhibits complete withdrawal from society and an inability to care for himself in any but the most basic modes. The symptoms of his passive antisociality, chronically present belief, or present as mutism,
As mutism and blankness.
mutism. Frequent night terrors result in belief but dramatic.
Nocturnal outbursts, shouting, shaking, fear responses. Zandalus grasps the difference between sleep and wakefulness and typically recovers from nightmares quickly. The treatment: therapy, antipsychotic regimen, and observation. Development: 2 years after he was admitted, Zandalus proves to be a gifted and prolific artist. He has enthusiastically taken to using a charcoal drawing set to create dramatic but fanciful works of art, typically a surreal architecture and landscape. Art claims him in the wake of a nightmare. He will be afforded basic supplies to continue such art therapy. Oh no, it's later in the. He's been here for much longer than I thought. I kind of forgot what the current year is. 4702, so 17 years. A shift has occurred in Zandalus' art. He has repeatedly, almost perfectly illustrated one of the ancient standing stones situated at the northwestern corner of the asylum grounds. As the Isle's shores are off limits to patients, I do not believe he has ever seen the object of his work. The significance or coincidence of this brooks further study. 13 more years later, Count Hasterson Laus has taken an interest in Zandalus. First his art and now the artist, Laos has become a repeated visitor, spending hours with my patient, but he refuses to explain his interest.
So it seems that this Sandalus guy might be the start of everything that is going on here. His art is completely around the entire facility we've seen so far. And it looks like this is an island, because it says Isles. So we're not in a city?
There can be
Nope.
cities on islands.
While everybody's discussing this, I hold my scimitar in my hand and then just toss it.
It stabs the guy laying on the ground. Ah!
Cuts him loose. He runs out the door.
Coup de grace. Bleh.
Actually, that's what I do is cut him loose and toss him in the hallway.
Alright, you cut him loose. I'm just gonna get him out of here. The other guy has woken up by now and he's out of here too.
He is crazy Xandalus, but somehow his paintings have significance. They give him power.
Well, that's not what it said, but okay. He just started painting.
Political power.
His artwork. He's able to paint things he's able to charcoal paint things he has not seen before. That's what he says. There's a standing stone that he has never visited, but able to replicate it perfectly. And Laos, the guy that you're connected with, has shown interest in him as of late.
It is supernatural.
Yes.
And all of this is very suspicious.
What does that have to do with me?
I don't know. You're connected in it in some way. The same man who admitted you was connected in the man who started the riot. And that he's been in this asylum for years, but only recently has been drawing these impossible landscapes.
I guess there's not much more we can learn here. We have to figure out how to get through the door.
Are we going to move on then?
Farron, on your set of keys, there are two of them that are different, that stand out. One of them has a etched little tag in it that says morgue, and the other one has a key labeled courtyard.
Okay.
So one of those locations, the one down south, where the birds were, there was a door there that you guys did not open. And you also now have the key to the morgue.
Farron, how could you let us go past the door we didn't go in? That's not like you.
It would have been locked.
Well, I would say that door first, then morgue.
So I make a beeline out the door that we came in.
I don't know where the door is. There it is.
I'll have Hugin fly into the rubble room again.
He's flying in slow motion.
Oh, okay. We're not gonna check out the haunted door?
It's locked.
Oh, okay.
It is unbreakable.
At this time.
It is very quiet in the asylum now. You do see some like rattling, scurrying through the halls, but as long as you have that cloak and clasp, according to the bigger one in charge, they should leave you alone.
I forgot about that thing. Alright, are we going all the way back to that door? I don't know where that door is, honestly.
So we go all the way back.
Oh no, it's a D20. Okay, you can continue.
Where is the door?
Yeah, I don't know which way we need to go.
South. You go all the way back to down this way.
Oh, okay, I know where I am from here. Hello, human zombie.
So, well, while you guys run and... Okay, I'm gonna let the rest of the party catch up here. You guys went a little too fast for them. So, Itchy, you come back through the door and shambling through the hall is a clearly undead humanoid, staggering with a ankle broken and missing a hand. He slowly turns towards Ryzen to grab at him.
I give him the oil of Olay.
We're rolling for initiative.
Lucky
hell is
13,
that?
baby?
I mean, fucking
was
keep it,
the,
why not?
That was the intro song for a round of zombies in Call of Duty.
Ow.
Now roll for initiative and quit being lazy.
I already rolled it.
No, it's Marcellus needs to roll.
Initiate! I initiate.
Somehow he's faster than all of you.
I have a +0.
Well, humans, you know.
All right, he's going to stagger forward, and that's his turn. Marcellus is up.
So this is just a zombie?
You have no idea what this is.
Can I roll?
You can roll religion, yes.
And so I roll.
Let me check. No, that's actually good enough. This is a zombie. It is in a concert. It is resistant to everything but slashing. It is in a state of stagger where it only gets one action per turn. That's why he could only move, and that was his turn. Undead are immune to mind effect, poison, disease, stun, and critical hits.
Critical hits?
You cannot critically hit a zombie because it has no brain.
Can I cast protection from evil on Horizon?
What is the range of protection? I believe it's touch.
Oh, yep, creature touch, so I guess I'll go up to Risen.
Rolling knowledge is not an action.
Oh, okay, then I go up to him and...
Risen, Ryzen, you have a +2 to AC and saves against creatures who are evil for 2 minutes.
Yay!
You're protected.
Thank you,
Okay, so
artist
you
formerly
can
known as
easily
Marcellus.
follow. I'm an investigator.
You're not an investigator. You are a summoner. None of you are investigators. Hugin can only move half speed.
But we are carrying out an investigation.
Yeah.
Wait, so
You're-
what was my
you don't
backstory
know.
again?
You are a summoner. Your class is a summoner. No. It said you were investigating something. That does not mean you are an investigator.
Is that like a class or something?
Investigator is a class. That's what Farron was at first.
I was just
No,
making
I
sure
was
why
an
you were so
inquisitor, not
strict
an
about this.
investigator.
Yeah, investigator and inquisitor. But yes, investigator is a class. I believe it's a rogue subtype. All right, Farron, what do you want to do? This is a zombie.
I'm shoot him one, and then I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay, go for it. That will hit, but your arrow doesn't seem to affect him whatsoever.
Piercing no work on Lazambo.
It sinks into his body, and it doesn't even make him like react to it whatsoever.
I'm gonna have to say, like, contextually, that would teach us all don't shoot arrows at zombies.
Yep, since Marcellus decided not to divulge his information, yes, piercing doesn't do anything. Piercing, they are resistant to piercing.
Well, I'll just give him one of these.
With the Red Destiny, new weapon. Oh, yeah.
Red Destiny just sounds like a rip-off of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where the Green Destiny was the name of the magic sword in the movie.
Yeah, the +2 to hit, +2 damage is definitely going to show itself real quick. Itchy, you're up unless Ryzen wants to do anything else.
That concludes my... I don't think I can do anything, unless I could take a step back.
That 5-foot step is pretty much what you can do.
Then I take a 5-foot step back.
Alright, Itchy coming in. With the haymaker. And completely, you break the zombie right through the spine, causing him to split into two and then stop moving.
Why'd you guys get all scared? It's just a zombie.
You don't know what it is.
I'm a religion.
So the other door was over here, and the morgue was out in the courtyard. But currently, there is screaming thunder happening right now.
Calm it down, will ya? I'm trying to sleep.
Oh.
What the hell kind of rain? Wait.
Yeah, over here.
The zombie is someone familiar?
You have no memory. So if it is someone familiar, you wouldn't know. Back into the bird room.
Open it.
We've been
The door was closed.
But there is a door here that you guys have not opened because you looked outside and saw that it was the courtyard. So where I was getting confused is that out here, Itchy, you look and see that the fog seems to have a barrier between, like on either side of the pathway. You can see rain falling on either side of the dirt path, but not on the dirt path itself.
Maybe it has an awning.
I can also see eyeballs in the other room.
You see these little red bubbles, like squiggling across the floor. But you have no idea what it is as they like shift and move like under the tiles and then back out. Like
I boldly step outside.
They, hey, there's some animated meatballs out there. Are in that other room.
Yeah, that's why I'm going outside boldly.
Alright, you step outside. Everyone roll perception.
I use my investigation powers.
You're not an investigator. That's better. Itchy, you notice as while you're walking across the path that you can feel something moving underneath your feet. Almost like it's trying to catch your foot as you're walking with each step.
It's these things I dreamed about in the other courtyard.
Quickly, to the door.
You've
Rush outside.
So, before that, meant to lock this door. You guys get out of the way. Jasper, shut up. So, the door actually is locked.
Wait, try a key.
Gabo.
Also,
Yeah, I'll use the key. Sorry.
Alright, so
lot
you
going on in my
quickly,
house.
you unlock the door, but you attempt to open it and you feel something is pushing back against you. If you roll strength to try to just shove whatever's in the way out of the way.
he headbutts.
So with you use your head and your shoulder to push, and you can feel like a cabinet being pushed out of the way of the door, opening it.
I give it the heave ho.
You can see these two little bubble things kind of like wiggling across the floor. As the whatever's moving underneath your guys' feet out here in the courtyard is intensifying. You can see these tiny little bugs sticking out of the ground the longer you stay out here.
Push my way in.
And then I need everyone outside before you go in to roll a fortitude save as thunder wrecks the the outside area.
So me and Hugin.
Everyone. You guys moved in before I finished. Fortitude.
No, Hugin.
That's what I'm looking for. So everyone saved as a screaming, a masculine voice screams through the storm, like shaking the ground. Like the scream then turns into like a deep-throated laughter.
Oh.
You guys are able to cover your ears just in time before it does any damage to your eardrums and you inside.
Quickly inside before whatever the floor is gets you.
And close the door behind you. As you guys move in, these little bubble things start wriggling themselves towards you. Roll for initiative.
Wrigglers.
All right. Are we all rolled?
Give me a second.
Dog likes to bark every time we start talking.
This little creature, I need to actually get a sheet up. How fast can you move? Oh, you can't move very fast. You go, wiggles towards you, and then tries to slam its tiny body into you. You push it away with your foot before it actually does any damage. You're up.
I poke it.
You can roll dungeoneering on these things, because they look like oozes.
I poke
They
it.
look like this. Fortunately, you haven't seen anything like this before, but you do recognize that it is in fact an ooze.
Then can I just stomp on it?
Yeah.
What do I roll? CMD? CMB?
The stomp will do no damage, so just attack it. And you can flavor it that you stomped on it. Yep, you lift your big boot up and stomp on it. It squirts out from under your foot and reforms, not quite finished. Anything else you want to do?
I want to take a 5-foot step back.
All right. Farron, you're up.
I'm not gonna move, but I'm gonna cast guidance on Itchy.
Guidance gives him a +1 to an attack roll, a saving throw, or a skill check. Okay. On a single, so he must choose the bonus before making the roll. Marcellus, you're up.
What is this thing?
Is
it
It is knowledge dungeoneering. Ryzen did recognize it as an ooze of some kind, but not what kind of ooze it is.
Can I roll to know what kind of ooze?
Yep,
it is?
roll knowledge dungeoneering. You know less than Ryzen does.
Well, I'm gonna cast Acid Splash on it just to be safe. And I cast it. I put out my hands and a green liquid comes out.
You hit the thing with your green acid ball, and it doesn't seem to do anything at all.
Interesting. Oh, well, I guess that's the end of Marcellus's turn. There's nothing really he could do. Hugin is still slowed.
It's slowed until healed.
How come no one's healed him? Can't we just give him a healing potion?
Wait, but that was only 10 feet of movement.
No sense wasting a potion. We can do a heal check on him after this fight.
Yes, there is a heal skill that removes debuffs.
So I guess I'll just do Wing Buffet.
Both of those will hit. The creature wiggles like jello, but still remains solid. Why is the turn going backward? Go forward. There. Itchy, it is your turn. He's in the kitchen. So he identified these things as oozes, but not what kind of ooze it is. It also took no damage from acid. No.
Sorry, had to get a beer. Well, I mean, oozes are just oozes.
They are oozes. Oh, you also have guidance on you, where you
Yeah,
can
don't
add
forget your +1.
You can add a +1 to any roll, but you must declare it before you roll. Guidance is a cantrip. You slap the ooze, which wiggles. And that's it for you, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright, this little ooze wriggles on the ground and then launches itself at you, trying to slam into you. Nope, I've been rolling so bad today, but that's okay. The next one tries to do the same thing to Hugin. Hugin also dodges it. Ryzen, you're up.
I step forward and stomp.
Stomp time.
I call it the stomp step.
We got a new dance called Stomp Step up in here. Do. And you squash the little tiny ooze under your foot. I need you to... It's got some... Hold on a second.
Die, monster. You don't belong in this world.
The little ooze on your foot suddenly swells up to like double its size and explodes. I need everyone within a 10-foot radius to roll a reflex save. So everyone but Farron needs to roll a reflex save.
I attempt to jump out of the way. And I successfully do it.
Alright, so I'm missing... Hugin needs a reflex save. Go back.
Attempts to jump out of the way, even though he's flying. And it's...
He fails.
Fails, because he's flying. He just falls to the ground.
Everyone but Marcellus take 2 acid damage and then roll a fortitude save.
Fort. Oh, Hugin forted. More like forfeited.
Like, none of us are saving.
Hugin's the only one who failed. Hugin's feathers start falling out as he no longer feels very good.
Oh my god, your poor bird.
Oh, he's gonna be like bottom half is human, and then his feathers are gonna fall out. Oh my god!
Alright,
Like a big
Just a
naked
completely
turkey.
Naked...
Farron, you're up.
I'm gonna shoot at the one in front of Itchy with my crossbow.
Okay. A 12 hits and explodes. Everyone but Ryzen and Farron roll a reflex save.
God damn it, again?
Yep, he explodes.
Ah!
And Hugin. Well, you don't have to re-roll for it because you saved the first time. Hugin, so everyone's going to take 3 acid damage. Not everyone who failed to save, which is just So Itchy, Hugin, and Marcellus take 3 damage. And Marcellus and Itchy do not need to roll Fortitude, as you've already saved from whatever effect it was already.
Those things are gross.
Except for Hugin.
Hugin is... oh yeah, you guys didn't even... Oh yeah, he has a new problem.
You might as well just dismiss him and bring him back.
Let me find out if that actually gets rid of it.
Of course it does.
I mean, if he dies and goes back to the plane,
It doesn't... So, according to the thing, he doesn't actually disappear as if not existing. He just goes back to the plane he came from. He still has the disease. So his status effects will carry over even if you dismiss him. If he dies, then it won't, because he comes back anew. But his...
because I could feel what Hugin is feeling. What do I feel?
You can roll heal with a +4. Hugin has developed leprosy.
What the hell? Leprosy.
Only Jesus can cure that.
So leprosy does it take its onset for this leprosy is going to last 5 weeks. Every week he has to roll to save or take charisma damage.
Permanent charisma damage?
No ability damage is permanent. It is 2 consecutive saves in order to get rid of leprosy, but it takes a week for you to roll a new save. So he's going to have this for 5 weeks. Or it will take 5 weeks to completely manifest through. He will have to save twice within those 5 weeks in order to get rid of it.
Okay.
So within 2 weeks it'll be gone with 2 consecutive saves. Or if you guys find something to remove disease.
Poor Hugin. Does it affect his attacks?
It doesn't even affect him right now because you do not roll for disease effects when you first get them. It takes the initial contagion days before you do your first roll.
Hugin's feathers start to fall on the floor.
Actually, you guys won't even notice that. You just know he has it, but the effects take a week before they manifest.
Okay, well...
He's still slowed.
Maybe the blood hallway will cure him.
Yeah, can I do anything about the blood hallway effect on me?
Yeah, everybody's sick. Maybe we should take 5 in here and everybody tend to their wounds.
We can
good idea.
investigate the room. I don't think there's any more hostiles.
I mean, we have a lot of long-term injuries in here. We should tend to them. Also, someone needs to heal Hugin so that way he's not at half speed.
I
So
guess
you do have the one thing that they did mention was sleeping outside of the temple causes nightmares.
Which means we wouldn't actually get a full rest, most likely.
In terms, if you guys do suffer any kind of interruptions during your rest, you do not get a full rest.
Well, I didn't necessarily mean take a rest here. I meant stop here and tend to whatever we can. Because, Hugin needs to be healed. It didn't say he needs a long rest. He's at half movement until he's healed. So we need to heal him.
Well, can I
Okay.
take a short rest?
No, short rests do not exist.
I can heal him. Take 10 minutes to do a heal check on him.
Oh yeah, you can do a what's it called? What was it that does that? Treat deadly wounds. You need a healer's kit in order to perform this task.
Oh, I don't think I have a healer's kit. I should have bought that when we
Yes,
started.
so just a heal spell. You can heal Eidolons with healing magic. You could do a channel.
I have a cure light potion.
Yeah, I'll do a channel. Save the potion.
Well, it's because it will heal other people who are injured.
Yeah, we all took 2 damage.
Itchy took 6. Everybody heal 3. Hugin is no longer slowed.
Yay!
Do a little
Hugin gets a
dance.
thumbs up with his man
Make a
legs.
little man.
So don't forget to heal yourself, Farron. Alright. Channels are nice, because he gets a lot of those. Alright, now I can finally describe the room.
What does the room look like?
So, pale paint peels like scabs from the walls of this spacious chamber. A bent desk guards a broad hall stretching away to the north. While curtain frames should shroud the room's eastern quarter, the place smells intensely of rubbing alcohol. This looks like a room for new patients to enter the facility.
Why would it still smell like alcohol in here? That evaporates quickly, I think. But I have amnesia, so I'm not sure.
Oh no, you're right.
So the curtain frames are like a nearly transparent fabric, almost like it was like to separate patients while being looked at. A single lantern sits on one of the desks. It's the flame. You look at it, and the flame isn't like flickering or moving, but seems to be frozen. Like not ice, but frozen in time. It doesn't move, but it doesn't even emit light no more.
Is there something magical going on in this room?
Do you believe in magic?
So yeah, these over here, these are the transparent curtains.
Why would they have transparent curtains?
Well, it says nearly transparent curtains. So you can kind of see outlines of tables and stuff on the other side, but not a clear picture of it.
Some sort of triage.
It does look like a triage to you.
Or at least I would think that if I was not amnesiatic.
Ryzen, you can see several doors lining the hallway. Probably more of the admittance room. Maybe like some triage holding sections while they're being assessed.
This hospital is quite extensive. It must have been a state undertaking.
All right, what do you guys want to do?
Search curtain rooms.
You push open the curtains, you can see a single table. Where there were once chairs, there are not anymore. Looks like these may have been, as Ryzen deduced, triage sections. Maybe because they didn't have the space in the further rooms up ahead, they used this as a temporary triage.
Alright, search desk.
The only thing you find is that weirdly frozen in time lantern.
Take
What's this
lantern.
package here?
You reach up and grab the lantern. The flame inside suddenly flickers back into real time and immediately snuffs out as there is no oil to keep it fueled.
Cool.
What would cause it to freeze in time?
What would cause fog to completely surround the thing? What would cause these doppelgangers to come out of nowhere? You just don't know.
How do
Magic.
magnets even work? So what's this package on this table?
You have a lantern with no oil in it.
No, I have a lantern with oil.
I don't know why you need it. You can see in the dark.
I don't know, I brought it.
What if you wanted to cook with it?
Investigating.
Hopefully it's that canola.
Thing you keep pinging over here is a table flipped upside down.
No, that's clearly a secret package tied up on top of a table.
It is not. Those are the table legs.
Come on, this hospital couldn't afford 4 table legs.
Yeah, they would only have triple leg tables here.
Do you see one of the legs is missing, like been ripped off?
Someone's stealing legs.
Alright, anyways.
Why does it smell like leprosy in here?
Let's go through this door.
You open this door, and rubble immediately strews back in from the other side of the hall. If you guys take some time, you might be able to clear this away enough for you to use this as a quick way back through.
Oh,
Yeah,
fast
we ain't
travel.
doing that.
You said not doing that? Okay.
Hell no.
Hugin goes over and attempts.
Oh, good. Then we can go back to the and see if we can get treatment for all these sick people.
All right, so you guys spend a couple hours removing the rubble enough to make a passage through. So now this area is open.
Hugin's arms fell off in the middle of doing it.
So now you guys have a quick way back to the survivors to the chapel. All right, what do you guys want to do?
There's a
Well,
hallway
my
that
vote is
goes
we head
north.
back. We head back to the camp and treat the sicknesses. Maybe we can trade some of these potions we found for something useful.
So we start walking back to the weird eyeball hallway that is no longer an eyeball. Ball hall.
All right, so you guys head back into the chapel. You guys arrive back in the chapel hallway. Go ahead and heal yourselves to full, as she's gonna cast some channels to get you guys back up to full. So you guys return back. Winter approaches Marcellus. You guys moved further into the asylum.
Yes, and I found these documents, and I hand him the paper about Xanalus or whatever the hell his name is.
Ah, I see you've not only found information on the man who started the riot, but you also seem to have found your own documents. Do you all remember your names now?
Yes, my name is Marcellus, not Corvus, and I'm an investigator. Hot on the case.
You're too short to. You look too short to be an investigator.
I determined you would say that just by reading it.
He changed his character name to Investigator Marcellus.
Yep.
There, I've updated your name. There, I need to make sure get everyone's names in here. And then I need to put diseases back on people who had them. It was everyone but Ryzen who got infected. Oh, you didn't?
You didn't get no infection?
Oh, okay. So it was the imposter, Farron, and Hugin all have a disease of some kind. 2 of you have filth fever, Hugin has leprosy.
I asked the tall lady with dark hair, is there anyone here who could heal our ailments?
Yes, you're looking kind of sickly, but sadly we do not have the supplies to cure what ails you. You'll have to rely on your natural healing.
They
The only-
know of a place in the facility that would have the medicine for our...
There is over north of the admissions in the triage. Further back, there is a supply closet where we do store our medicine, but that is also where the cultists have taken much of the supplies. Maybe you'll be lucky and find something there.
Oh, by the way, you probably want to post guards to the south. We opened it. Please translate.
Oh, okay. So while you guys kept going, what I haven't been describing is that they have the guards that have been blocking the north side have been rotating with where the eyeball door was, and because there is a door there that isn't broken, they don't have to barricade it. They just have to watch it. They don't have a key to lock that door, so they just kind of post guards on it. So far, they've been holding up in here relatively well, despite the circumstances. So do you guys want to rest?
Yes.
All right, so we'll go through the disease checks of both the imposter and Farron. Who would like to go first? Oh, actually, you want to roll a heal check to do treat disease to give +4s. The DC is 12. All right, Farron, who is that on? No, never mind. So you guys are both under treated disease treatment, so you currently have a +4 to your save. If you want additional, I think Itchy has guidance. Farron has guidance.
I have guidance.
So you can give yourself guidance to give yourself a +1 to this fortitude save.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you have a +5 to this roll. There you go. You have one more day of saves to go. Imposter, you have one more day of saves to go.
Okay. Do I also have to roll for Hugin?
Hugin doesn't have to roll for a week.
Oh, okay.
Remember, his takes a week to manifest. So once 7 days pass from now, he will have to make his check unless you guys get a treat disease or some way to removing disease. And that will stay with him until he dies, of course. Desummoning him doesn't get rid of the disease.
But he can't die.
No, he can't die. But he will take charisma damage till he hits 0, and then becomes
Undead?
Undead.
he doesn't die. He just becomes incapacitated. To where even if you desummon him, he's still gonna be incapacitated. So yes, it's bad. You eventually want to get rid of it, but it's only 2 saves, and right now you guys have the ability to give somebody a +5 to save. But again, it takes a week. It might be a long time before he has to make his first save, and you might find something in between, or someone gets a spell remove disease before them.
Yeah.
And this is actually a right on time to stop. You guys went back at just the perfect time.
It is a good time to stop.
So, good night, stream.
Good night, Stream.
See you next week as we keep going forward. Now that they've learned their names, they need to find out